Come on in. It's time for your questions. Anyway, I got your questions and still couldn't figure out how to make it print on the back without printing on the backside, but I've just given up. Just given up. Come on in. There's my sister. And yep, we are going to have some fun today. I haven't even read over the questions, which I usually don't. But there should be some good ones. So come on in, everybody. There's Melanie and Bobby's here. I got my little looking glass, going to be like Romper Room. Kathleen. Look at all. Donna, come on in. Let's get some things going here. Anyway, don't forget that our multi-wand sale is ending tomorrow. It's tomorrow, so get your multi-wands ordered. This is a great clutter-free gift for people not having to climb. Because you can put, this has got a huge reach on it. Plus you can put it on a mop handle or any other handle that screws in. And it'll go right in there, and it's kind of cool. It bends and does all kinds of things. I didn't get Robert to take that blanket panel off of my stove so I could get up in there, but I could put my hand up in there. But I couldn't get the multi-wand up in there without Robert's help. And he was busy doing some. Yes, Romper Room dates me, but I don't care. I'm 63 years old and very happy about it. Okay, I got questions. First question, we have 334 people in here, which is more like 6,000. Yep. How do you get rid of hard water and iron stains out of a toilet and keep them out? Well, that's a difficult thing. If you've got hard water, you understand that I can just taste my great-grandmother's water out on the farm. I can taste it right now, the hard water. CLR is a good product, but I just like to use plain old Comet or Barkeeper's Friend, and you just put it on there and scrub it with a purple rag or a pink rag or a sponge, and wow, you can get rid of it. Swishing your toilet every day keeps those things away. So using your toilet bowl brush, and I don't know where mine is, somewhere. I think I gave it away again. Anyway, but doing a swish and swipe daily will help keep those things at bay. You can do it. What do you do with old yearbooks and Bibles? I keep my old yearbooks. I like to look at them occasionally, y'all. I don't give them away. Now, you can find old yearbooks on Amazon if you've lost yours, but, or not on Amazon, on eBay. But hey, I keep mine. It's only 4 books from my high school days. That's all it is. Doesn't take over a lot of space. And Bibles, I'm not getting rid of my Bibles. I have a large print Bible over here. I have my Bible that stays by my chair in the front room. So I have my I have my grandmother's Bible. I just don't get rid of those things. So I hold on to those. I have a bookshelf that's just for Bibles and yearbooks. Because Bibles, if the date of your birth is in there, that is like an amazing, for a lot of people that didn't have birth certificates, the Bible was what, when your grandmother put that birth date in there, it was solid. So don't, those are your history. You don't want to get rid of that. Don't get rid of that. I try to do routines and zone system, but fall short during the week due to working full time. How do I implement the system as a full-time teacher? Well, first off, it's teachers who think they can't do it. I've never seen so many teachers that let their whole lives fall apart during the week and try to play catch up on the weekend. This is just wrong. It's just wrong. And sometimes they play catch up all summer long, and then they don't play catch up, and they start the year out way behind the 8 ball, and they feel awful. You can do this. Other people who don't teach, who go to work and work 40, 50 hours a week, keep their houses clean. What is your excuse? You're making school teaching your excuse. So stop it. I was the daughter of a school teacher. I was married to a school teacher, and they made excuses for everything. I can't do it. I work all week. Puh! That's just wrong. So, here's how you do your weekly home blessing. You do one thing a day, whether it's before you go to work, if you've got more energy before you go to work. And the Teacher Control Journal is free. It is free for you. It breaks your house down into zones. And here's what I'm telling you. I tell this to homeschooling teachers, and I'm going to tell it to public schooling teachers or private schooling teachers. If your house is a mess, you need to get it in order or you can't teach, because the house is going to be pulling you away from what you're doing. It's going to be just pulling you away. You're going to say, I don't have time to do that because I got to go home and do laundry. I got to go home and wash dishes. So quit making excuses because you're a teacher. And, you know, if Kamala Harris has her way about it, you'll be at school until 6 p.m. every day. This is the craziest thing I've ever heard of. So, yeah, I got into politics, but I saw that headline flash across the screen this morning, and I thought, well, that is so stupid. Yeah, I'm on my soapbox. But do a weekly home blessing. This little chart is free for download. Put it on your bathroom mirror. Put it on your bathroom door so you see it when you walk out the door. Do one thing every day. Change your sheets on Sunday. Monday, mop. Tuesday, gather up all the trash. Wednesday, or whatever day your trash comes. Wednesday, wipe the dust. That means get your feather duster out and run around the house for 2 minutes. What you're saying is you don't have 2 minutes. And we all have 2 minutes. When you hear yourself say, I don't have time, which is pretty much what she said here, how do I implement a system as a full-time teacher? Well, there are full-time nurses, there are full-time doctors, there are full-time lawyers, there are full-time lots of professions that do this system every single day. Stop making excuses. Stop making excuses. Okay. How do you deal with family who think you never do enough? Do everything you can. Here's what, many years ago, I wrote this essay, and it's called Marriage is not a 50-50 proposition. It's not. You have got to give all that you have, and you got to quit whining. That's the main thing. When you quit whining, now single women take care of their families all by themselves. So quit whining that your family's not helping, and quit whining that they don't understand. That they just don't understand. Do everything you can and establish simple habits. Just start with one little habit. That's what I did, shining my sink. And from that one little habit, it grew into a full-blown morning routine, which was wonderful. Now, my morning routine is my feet hit the floor, and since I've got to hurry up and go to the bathroom, which isn't as bad now that I'm doing low carb, I don't have that urge to pee all the time, but I make my bed now, and I go to the bathroom. I get dressed to lace up shoes while I'm in the bathroom. I swish and swipe. I grab a load of laundry, I can take it to the wash machine, I run into the kitchen, and usually my dishwasher is already emptied because it's something I like to do as soon as the dishes finish running in the dishwasher. And I make sure all the dishes are put away, even the ones I've hand washed, and my kitchen is ready to go. Yesterday I made bone broth all day. Wonderful bone broth. It's I'm gonna freeze it and take it with me for Ben because he needs it. So do everything you can. Know in your heart that you're doing everything you can, and stay off your phone as much as possible. Only use your phone as a reward. You know, I have a cell phone, but I don't answer my cell phone unless it's my son or my sisters or Ben calling. I just don't answer the phone. The phone is more for my convenience, not for somebody else to pull me away any old time they want to. So I use it for my convenience. So you've just got to smile at those people that don't think you're doing enough and say, you know, I think just agree with them and just keep doing what you're doing and just add a little bit, and a little bit. Yep, and it's going to change. Once you establish these routines, morning routine, before bed routine, afternoon routine, all of these routines will go together to keep your house on automatic pilot. And you'll be in shock at how clean your house stays. It really will. And if you get something out, put it away. That's the main thing. What is the best way to clean the grates on a gas stove top? They're cast iron. They are cast iron. So you can scrub them with a little SOS pad, or you can put them and run them through the dishwasher, but you'll have to put some oil on them after they run through the dishwasher. But the main thing is quit looking at the imperfections and just cook on them. Cooking will clean them better than anything. It really will. And if you have an oven that is a self-cleaning oven, you can stick them in there. Yep. Okay. How do you get over the sadness of your last child graduating and you no longer feel needed? Well, you got to quit feeling sorry for yourself, that's for certain. You knew they were going to grow up. The only way they weren't going to grow up is if you put them in a 6-foot grave. So be thankful. Be thankful that you've trained your child up where they're ready to leave the house and go off to college. Your feeling sorry for yourself is not attractive. It really isn't. So you have got to find something else to do with your life. You know, you only have children. You only have children. Okay. For those of you asking about Ben is still in a lot of pain. And if you want to know why he's in prison, that's for him to tell you, and he will. He won't mind telling you. When I get him, we're going to do a show together if he's able. First thing I'm going to do is take him to the hospital, though. He is in such pain, and they're not doing anything for him, and I'm not real happy. But going back to this child that is graduating and you no longer feel needed. You know, this empty nest syndrome is a farce. You raise your children to grow up. You raise them to grow up unless you're a sick cookie and which you've got Munchausen syndrome or something, you don't ever want them to grow up. And you just have to find something else to do. And keeping your house in order and having a wonderful hobby, helping others, doing something to help somebody else will get you off of your pity pot. Because there's always somebody out there in worse shape than you are. You just have to open your eyes and quit feeling sorry for yourself. Find something that you can enjoy. I didn't get upset. I'm upset at the prison. But it's not my place to tell it. I know my place. And Ben is a changed person since he's been in prison. He's been a changed person. He found the Lord, and he is helping people. He's a peer counselor. He has done some wonderful things with his life. I can't wait for this new chapter to happen. Okay, so get off your pity pot, and let's find something else to do. What's the best way to clean baseboards and window sills? It's called elbow grease. Plain and simple. Children, you want to get your children to help? Give them a damp purple rag and let them wipe your baseboards. You can use the rubber sweeper to clean baseboards. You can go a side-to-side motion will clean your baseboards. And we do these things when we're in our zones. The multi-wand keeps you from having to bend down. It does a great job on baseboards. And it does a great job on the corners in your ceiling too. This thing, and the cover comes right off, and you can put it right in the washing machine. But you just have to think about doing it. We don't think about doing it because we don't look at our baseboards. But when we send out a mission to clean your baseboards, you go do it. You go do it. And you let the kids help. You get one on one wall and one on another wall, and you only have 4 baseboards in a room. And now with, open concept, you have fewer baseboards because you don't have as many walls. But use the multi-wand. And silver rags are on a BOGO right now. And it makes it makes it fun. You put on some fun music, and in 2 minutes, you can get it all done. It doesn't take 2 hours to clean baseboards. It really doesn't. Even if you're scooting on your butt, going along the floor, put a towel down, put your butt on it, you're going to clean the floor at the same time. How do you clean the stove hood? I don't have a stove hood because I have a downdraft on my stove. So I have an open kitchen and windows, and I don't have a place for a vent-a-hood. And the main thing is you just have to wipe it down. Every time you wipe down your stove, you wipe down your vent-a-hood. Now, underneath it collects, if you fry a lot of foods, which most of us don't do every day, but when you fry a lot of foods, or if you have steam coming out of your Instapot, that thing will spew some stuff into the air. The main thing is you got to remember to wipe things down, and do it with a purple rag or a silver rag. Wipe things down. And we got a testimonial one time. This lady bought a house because the vent-a-hood over her stove was this retro green. Come to find out, it wasn't retro at all. It was stained with grease and cigarette smoke that turned it all this color green. And she started cleaning. She just started wiping down her vent-a-hood every day with her purple rag. And before she knew it, it was almond color. And she couldn't believe how different it looked. And now she looks at it thinking, I bought a house around this green color, and I've done my whole kitchen in this green color, and it was just an almond everyday vent-a-hood. But she got it clean. She didn't even know it was dirty. But the purple rags will do the trick. Okay. How do you know which clothing to declutter out of a closet, especially when losing weight? Do I get rid of the small size? No, I skipped a question. I got to go back up. How do you recommend keeping a stainless steel refrigerator clean? Y'all, stainless steel refrigerators get fingerprints on them, and our perfectionism drives us nuts. So as part of your ending your routine in your kitchen, just wipe things down right quick with a purple rag. That's all you got to. This is the best cleaning tool I've ever used in my kitchen. It gets fingerprints off my black stove, off my black dishwasher. Yesterday, we're in our kitchen this week. I wiped down some cabinet doors that had been splattered. These things get rid of the fingerprints on your stainless steel refrigerator. They will. You just have to use them, and you have to think to use them. That's why we have a detailed cleaning list for our kitchen, and it's on our website. Oh, back to the stove hood. There's usually a filter in there. I throw that filter in the dishwasher when I wash dishes, when I'm in zone 2. I just take my filter out and it cleans it immediately. How do you know which clothing to declutter out of a closet, especially when losing weight? Do I get rid of the small size stuff to clear out the clutter? Here's the deal. If you've got clothes that are too small for you and you're still holding on to them and you've gained 40, 50 pounds, that means you've got to lose that 40 or 50 pounds is every 7 pounds is a size. So 7 times 7, that's 7 sizes. So by the time you get back down to those clothes, they're not going to be in style unless you have purchased things that are timeless. But most of us have pants that are either big-legged or skinny-legged, and it's not going to work. So I would bless someone else with my skinny clothes. I would definitely bless someone else with my fat clothes. I mean, I'm having to buy a few new items every month because I've lost 30 pounds. That's 5 sizes, y'all. That is 5 sizes. Y'all know I start with a sink full of hot soapy water. So I'm always using soap on my purple rags because I use them as a dish rag. Now back to the size stuff. You know what doesn't fit you. Now, you can try something on if you want to, but don't spend all day trying on clothes. Your whole house is going to fall apart. Pick 5 things out of your closet that don't fit you, that you don't think fit you, and try it on. You might be surprised that things fit. You might be surprised that you have something that fits in your closet and you didn't even know it because you hadn't worn it in years. So, take 5 items out of your closet and try them on. Do you like them? Do you love them? Do they feel good on you? That means they fit. And will you wear it? If you won't wear it, let's give it away. Try it. 5 items. Now, if they're super too small for you, like size 4, that could take you a year to get in a size 4. I would still bless someone else with your abundance because you're going to be blessed in return. Somebody's going to give you the clothes you need. What is the best garbage disposal cleaner? I don't know. I don't have one. But I would say cutting up a lemon would make your garbage disposal smell good, and putting some baking soda in there would probably make it smell good. But I don't know. Google it. DuckDuckGo it. I don't know because I have never owned a garbage disposal. End of story. Never owned one. Please, this isn't a question. Please recommend the Instapot to use to make bone broth. I used it yesterday. I have to keep resetting it because I haven't figured out how to make it go for 4 hours on pressure. So it buzzes and says it's gone off, and I set my timer on my stove for 4 hours, and for 4 hours I'm resetting it. And I did it twice. I did it the day before, and then I did it all day yesterday. And boy, is it wonderful. It is beautiful bone broth. I am so happy with this bone broth. I didn't put a carrot in it or celery this time. Just the vinegar, the bones, some garlic, and some thyme. That's all I did. And I have an Instapot. But it's a big one. It's like a 7-quart one. It's huge. How to menu plan for one person? Well, you're really not menu planning for one person. You're menu planning for you and leftovers. So if you make a dinner for 4, which a lot of Leanne's meals are for 4 people, then you have lunch for tomorrow, you have dinner for tonight, and then you have 2 meals that you can put into bento boxes and freeze. And then that way you got your meals ready. I love leftovers. Leftovers are amazing. So you never menu plan for one person. And the best way to menu plan for one person is to buy one piece of fish or buy individually packaged chicken. And you can cook one chicken breast and one, but I always cook 6 chicken breasts, so I have leftovers. I love leftovers. You can do this. So menu planning is not for one person. It's for you and leftovers. And leftovers that get put into freezer bags that you can have. I mean, I have a freezer full of meals for our Hot Melt Sprint right now from leftovers I've brought home from restaurants. So, menu planning for one person is go to a restaurant. But they always give you too much food. Okay. What makes a marriage strong? You seem to have a great marriage. Specifically, what is the woman's role in marriage? Well, I don't think there's a man's role or a woman's role in marriage. I don't. I think we each have to do everything we can to spoil the other person. And that's what makes marriage wonderful, is when you don't expect somebody else to fulfill you. You're a whole person on your own. You don't need somebody else to make you whole, but you're really good together. And that's the way Robert and I are. I mean, we had a great discussion over dinner. I listened to him about something he was talking about, and then he listened to me. And then we didn't talk about it anymore. It's giving everything you have to the relationship and not just allowing your resentments to build up. If you're giving everything you have, then the other person thinks you're only giving 50%. So keep doing all you can do to show consideration and love for this person you're spending the rest of your life with. Don't give up on it. Don't give up. Now, sometimes you have to. If you're being abused, you have to give up on it, because sometimes you can't fix those people, and it's not up to us to fix them. They have to fix themselves. Now, Robert will empty the dishwasher. Robert makes me coffee every morning. Robert makes chili, and he cooks, and he makes cookies. He does lots of things, but he also empties the kitty litter box. I can't stand doing it, but I would if I had to. He also cuts wood, and he keeps our fireplace stocked with wood. Yep. It is fun. It's fun to do things for each other. It really is. We go to bed at the same time every night. I'm a few minutes later than he is, because I'm finishing up some work when he says, I'm going to bed. He says I'm exactly 30 minutes after he goes to bed, but sometimes I'm faster than that. But you've got to do everything, and you got to have a date night. Tomorrow night's date night. What are you doing for date night? Think about it. What are you doing for date night? You can't just wait on the other person to figure out what's for date night. You plan it. It's okay. Main thing in a marriage is don't keep score. I did the dishes last night. It's your turn. Don't do that. And don't go on strike. That's the stupidest thing I've ever heard. It's your home. Men don't really care about how a house looks. Mine does, but he helps and does wonderful things. But he won't mop the floor unless he spills something. He's not going to up and mop the floor just because it needs mopping. He doesn't see that it needs mopping. But do I hold that against him? No. It takes me 2 minutes to mop the floor. That's all it does. I wet the mop cloth, and there you have it. Mop the floor for 2 minutes. You've seen me do it. You've seen me do it. So quit keeping score. Don't go on strike. Marriage is not a football game. It's not. So stop doing that to yourself, to your marriage, to your husband. Don't do it. Why are people so unhappy, and how do we reverse the negativity? Turn the TV off. Turn off Twitter. Quit reading propaganda. The news media has lost their minds. And just turn it off. We've had to do it before. We had to do it in 2001 when the towers crashed. We have just got to turn off the negativity. We have got to fill ourselves with wonderful stuff. My friend showed me some videos, some meditation videos on YouTube, Christian meditation videos that are great. Fill your mind with happy stuff. Turn off the negativity. Quit listening to it. And read wonderful books, happy books, great books. There are a lot of great books out there you can read. You can listen to them. There's the Audible app you can put on your phone. There's Kindle Unlimited, where you can get just about any book on Amazon if you pay like $10 a month. Kindle Unlimited. So, and unhappy people that are around you. I was listening to Scott Adams' book today. I'm about to finish it. I think I have another hour in it. But he was talking about how he used to be a negative person. And finally somebody got to him and said, Scott, you're bringing me down. You're Debbie Downer. Stop being negative. Stop being negative. And he addressed that situation. And he started doing things. And our routines, our habits of the month, help us to become happier people. Because when we're healthy, we're happy. Healthy equals happy. So eating well, drinking your water. I went over this yesterday. You have got to just take care of you, because if you don't take care of you, who will? Who will? So stop the negative influx into your home. Turn off the TV. Turn on the music. Turn on wonderful music. I found a new light jazz singer last week at my hair salon. And her music is just absolutely beautiful. Patty, what was her name? Cat Edmonds. I like Melody Gardot too. Put on classical music. Listen to Mendelssohn. Listen to requiems and just beautiful music. Go find some stuff on YouTube and listen to it. It's not as good a sound as you could have on your phone, but turn it on. Remind yourself. I think it's spelt with a K, K-A-T, cat. It's Catherine, cat. But Christmas music, that gets you in the spirit, even though some people don't think we should do it before Thanksgiving. But listening to music. Now, I don't agree with Scott Adams. He thinks music is noise pollution. but I don't. I think music is uplifting. We have favorite music we listen to in the car. We've got all our classical music on a thumb drive that Robert can just push into a little slot, and we can listen to music all on every drive we go on. But we also have XM classical music and opera. We love operas. But listening to music, it deletes the negativity. You're not hearing it. So I love Christian music. I've found some new people that I really do love that are Christian musicians, and I never knew I liked that until a friend of mine shared some videos with me, and I went and downloaded it. I don't have it on the top of my head right now, but he did. Since prison and the things going on in prison has been in my forefront for the last year. His name's Will something, I believe, but I'm not for certain on that. And it's just, he was in a prison in Nashville and did some wonderful music there. Wonderful music. So you can look these people up on YouTube, get a feeling for their music, and then if you want to buy it or go on iTunes and subscribe to their music streaming stuff, you can. I don't know about any other music streaming. I don't really do music streaming, but Zach Williams, that's his name. Zach, I knew there was a Will in there somewhere. Zach Williams. They're just beautiful, just beautiful. So listening to people and finding new music or finding people. Patty has an Alexa, and I said, find music like Melody Gardot. And it found us music and played us music Saturday like crazy. So folks, fill your head with uplifting things. I like to watch uplifting movies. I love uplifting movies. Pure Flix is a movie app that you can put on your phone, that you can put on your Roku. And if you haven't purchased a Roku for your TV, this is a great way to get apps for your TV if you don't have a smart TV. Yep. It's a great way. So spend some time filling your heart and soul with good music. It's going to drown out the negative media and everything that's going on in Washington, D.C. and all that crap. All you got to do is just start watching wonderful music. I love Pure Flix. I really do. Hallmark Christmas movies. Yep, they all have the same plot, but it's fun. Yeah, they are fun. I love Mercy Me too. I love Mercy Me. And I never knew anything about Mercy Me until I watched the movie, and then I was hooked. I was really hooked on their music. And I just absolutely. And if you don't have a Roku, ask for it for Christmas. Ask for a Roku for Christmas. Yep. Yep. Ask for a Roku for Christmas. So keep my sister Dina in your prayers. She's having surgery next week. And then keep Ben in your prayers. He was in pretty bad shape last night. I just wanted to come and break him out of prison, but I know I can't do that. He was telling me goodbye. That's not fun. Whew. So, I dreamed last night. I prayed all night long. And I got up early and started praying some more. And I dreamed last night they called me from the prison to come and get him. They were letting him out early. So, I'm packed. I'm ready to go. What is a Roku? It's a device that hooks up to your internet system that goes through your TV, and you click a little button, and there's all kinds of apps. There's CBS Now, and there's a lot of apps that you can put on it. So, folks, what is the Mercy Me movie? I think it's called Mercy Me. It's just an amazing movie. It's about how this young man writes music, but he had a rough life. He had a rough life. So everybody, keep my whole family in your prayers. And there's been a lot of people posting prayer requests here too. So keep them in your prayers, and just put an overall blanket over fly babies everywhere, because we're all suffering with some problem. We all got problems. I Can Only Imagine. That's the name of the movie. Yep, I Can Only Imagine. I don't know what EFT tapping for the brain is, but I'll look it up. I love you all. I will see you at 1 o'clock on Leanne Show, and then I'll be back on here at 3. And let's get some things done today. Where's my pink rag? Yep. Robert tortured me this morning, y'all, just so you know. He tortured me this morning. He found a YouTube video where they took Country Roads Take Me Home and played it in a minor key, and it made me nuts. So I had to go download Country Roads Take Me Home. I can't remember who sings it, but we all loved him. God rest his soul. And I had to download it in the right key and listen to it 3 times to get that mess out of my brain. Because minor keys are kind of sad and pitiful. Yes, today's errand day. Let's get some things done. And our holiday mission for today is, can you pick up any presents while you're out running errands? John Denver, that's his name. John, I would have thought about it. It's hard for me to talk and think at the same time. But the main thing is, I couldn't handle it. And I just looked at her and I said, you have messed me up for the whole day. So I had to put on Country Roads, and I blared it really loud. And I think I'm going to go play it on the stereo loud so he can hear it and get the negative one out of his head too, because I do not like minor keys. Even classical composers who compose in minor keys, it drives me nuts. I just can't handle it. Anyway, I love you all. I'll see you later. Y'all get some things done, and get your holiday mission done. Tomorrow is date night. Clean out our purse. And did any of you clean out any spices yesterday? Any of you clean out any spices? What was your oldest spice? Now, one time, talking about John Denver, we got into the car in Daytona, in New Smyrna Beach, Florida, to come home from vacation many, many years ago. And we turned the radio first thing, and what was playing was Country Roads Take Me Home. And I thought, well, that's appropriate. Was it a coincidence? Nope, it wasn't. It was fun. So I love you all. I'll see you later. And on tea time today, y'all can tell me how old your oldest spice was. See you later. Bye.